Hello, this is Scott Pacino from Telecoms.com here at Mobile World Congress 2022, and I'm talking to Apostolos from ETIA.
Yes.
Hi Apostolos, why don't you start by giving us a sense of what you've been talking about at the show this year?
Well, first of all, it's great to be back here, Scott, because it's been a couple of years since we've been at a physical event like this. And I have to say we're very impressed at the turnout. We've had lots of good sessions with operators, with customers, with partners, so very pleased. A lot of people looking at 5G. Obviously, that's been a central theme of lots of our discussions. And it's mostly around how we can help operators monetize 5G investments. So as a BSS company, a lot of our focus is on building use cases around 5G and basically helping operators understand how they can monetize those use cases. So whether it's for gamers or healthcare companies or government agencies, we're helping companies understand monetization strategies around 5G.
Okay, well, that's interesting, like for a couple of reasons. Certainly for me, from a journalistic point of view, 5G has seemed like a more nuanced, a more complicated proposition than 4G did, which is basically good mobile broadband. And obviously, I know that operators sometimes, let's say, kindly struggle to innovate in terms of sort of product development for their customers. So it strikes me that you're sort of trying to add value in both of those areas. Is that correct?
We are, because I think one thing that's for sure is that 5G does open limitless opportunities in terms of IoT, in terms of enterprise solutions. So there's been a lot of discussion and there's a lot of focus on those types of services to consumers, to businesses, and how companies like ours can play a role in facilitating that. But we're also seeing a lot of demand for, along the theme of digital transformation, which has been core, to lots of these events for a number of years. We're also seeing now a turn towards more sort of modular, piecemeal type transformations. And part of that is trying to address, opportunistic things like, we're trying to launch a new service, we're trying to do a new partnership, we're trying to address the customer issue. And we see a lot of opportunity around those areas as well, where companies like ETIA can offer, a new CRM, for example, a new catalog, a new omni-channel or CPQ functionality. And in doing so, can help operators advance in terms of their digital transformation, their customer experience, and the opportunity they have in becoming digital service enablers. So lots of discussion around that as well this week.
Right, yeah, well that all makes sense. And while I do think that 5G is a more complicated sell than 4G was, the flip side of that is the potential, the upside is a lot higher. It creates a lot more opportunities. So maybe a good way to wrap up would be for you to sort of give us some sense of how you see this evolving. We're at 2022 now. We're obviously all getting together for the first time in 3 years, which is great. But what types of things do you think we might be talking about in 1 or 2 or 3 years in this area?
Yeah. I definitely think 5G is going to be a central part of any type of conference like this, because so much investment has gone into 5G. A lot of the focus in the future is going to be around how do you monetize that? What are the ecosystem partners that need to be brought in? So whether it's helping companies, operators in particular, with partnerships, which is really core to the 5G monetization strategy, whether it's helping them advance in terms of customer experience. We've been talking for years about how, as an industry, we're not very advanced in terms of the customer experience that we offer, in terms of the apps that we have, the interactions that we have with customers. So I do think that that's also going to be a core theme for the years to come.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.